Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king, and my friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hynek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard, and a dangerous, violent man.
I'll watch him, don't you worry.
Why do they call him the Dry Devil, anyway?
You can ask him yourself when you see him.
I don't know why he's dry, but I know exactly why they call him Devil.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What happens after we get to Sukdal?
We'll find out soon enough. The main thing we have to hope for is that the local lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself. Very important man.
I bet he can't wait for us to ride into his courtyard.
Hey, you lot. Where are you going?
We don't look
Lord
too
Pisek
impressive,
is to see
that's
ya.
true.
He's got an important
I'm
visit.
hoping Dry Devil will put in a word for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that, if it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. You know him, Henry?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you heard that from. He was always kind to me.
Oh, but that's all by the by anyway. I intend to wage war, not parley. And if I know Dry Devil, he's of the same mind.
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisek. I am Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hynek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry,
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinnick is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir,
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord. Lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg. Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man with my experience.
And with your fortune.
That gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Johnson.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here. Perfectly, my lord.
I'm sorry?
My apologies, but we've all
so hungry I could
and
eat a
wasn't
horse.
expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the mark. Graves' table is still a banquet for us. For me, at least. But I'm just a village girl.
I wouldn't have thought it, good wife.
Oh, you would, sir. But don't concern yourself. I don't mind it.
The last few weeks we've been sharing dry bread and stewed peas with a horde of dirty warriors. I seriously doubt that the fare you offer could offend us.
I understand. Undoubtedly, you've been through a lot.
And we've a lot more to face.
Eat whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
Markvart von Aulis.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trotsky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation, and they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Orlitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, that is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnock, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinnock, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
Christ, what now?
What was Dry Devil doing here, anyway?
Waging war, if you can call it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans and a troop of Cumans in these parts alone. It made me a little nervous. If anyone found out he was hiding out here, in the end, it was Jobst himself who sorted it out. He told Hinnock he had to stop because he was interfering with his plans.
Why is Jobst taking such risks? He almost put himself in Sigismund's reach. What for?
To do what he's been doing all his life. Scheming.
One could put it that way. He's seeking allies amongst the undecided lords, and winning over to our side some of the ones who've sided with Sigismund so far.
He wants to make deals with turncoats?
Alas, that's the way it goes in politics. The majority lean towards the side where they expect the least problems. Just between us, I'm not too pleased myself about Jobst's strategy, and I'm the last one who'd wish for violence.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to?
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Burgau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill, all of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praguers took the fortress?
You're asking me?
Of course. I know you weren't there, but maybe you heard something. You know what goes on, right? I only remember that diabolical shot. Nothing after that.
That must have been really terrible. I heard the shot all the way from Troskowitz. I'm afraid all I know is when they took the fortress, von Aulitz's men hanged everyone they found there. I'm sorry, but most of ours got left behind there.
There was this healer called Clara there.
A girl of yours?
No, I don't know her well. But she was very kind to me. But I suppose now I'll never see her again.
Poor girl. May God forgive her sins and grant her eternal rest. You have to live every day like it's going to be your last. That's all you can do in our trade.
Do you know if Michael, the adjutant, survived?
I'm afraid I do know. Zizka said the shot killed him on the spot.
Did you know him?
Aye. He was a good man. He saved my life once.
I didn't know that. Do you want to talk about it?
Not now, thanks. Some other time, maybe.
Do you know Kozlik? Clever little fella. Surely he managed to get out alive.
I know him very well, and I reckon you're right. If anyone managed to escape from Nabokov, it was him. At least I hope so.
Do you think Mikash survived?
What, him? What do you care about a ne'er-do-well like him?
No, whatever he's like. I had some adventures with him.
So did I, and he's the last person I'd shed tears for.
Thank you. That's all.
I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
No, that's all right. Thanks. What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Have a proper meal and then go and lie down?
May I join you?
At least we'd only take up one of Lord Pisek's beds instead of two. But I'd like to get some rest. And I advise you to do the same. We have lots of work ahead of us.
Any orders, Captain?
Now, eat and sleep. I'm not sure how long they'll treat us this well, so make the most of it.
How are you?
Much better with hot food in my belly. But a pitcher of wine would be the best remedy.
Don't overdo it, though. Better to lose one eye than drink yourself blind. I mean no discourtesy, but I've never heard of you.
Fret not, I take no offense. I can tell you come from far away. Everyone here in the region knows me. I used to be the Mint Master, the king's official who oversees the Italian court, where the Prague Russian is minted.
That sounds important.
Indeed it is. And that is why Sigismund stripped me of my office as soon as he took control of Kuttenberg.
I know we're in Suktal, and that this fortress belongs to you, but I don't know anything else about it. Or about this area.
It's not exactly a royal castle. You'll find dozens of such fortresses around Kuttenberg. As the town grew richer, many burghers wanted to climb the social ladder to join the nobility. Kuttenberg is surrounded by plains, so they've been springing up like mushrooms after the rain.
Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Take it.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
You silly doggy. What are you here for today?
Show me your wares.
Nothing to your liking, sir.
This woody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the...
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burgov.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman. You don't have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
Aye. That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Meine Dame, we aren't idle here. My man trained like that.
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison, and mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Come on! Not like that.
Well, your grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men... I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place.
What did you say, you bastard? Why don't you show us how it's done, then? Now that we have Großer Meister among us, we should make use of him, shouldn't we?
You're holding it like a pig holding
Sure.
a bone.
If it'd make you happy.
Show us what you're made of, my knight.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pullcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
What the fuck was that? Enough! Leave me!
Excellent, Henry.
It was nothing.
Gut gemacht. You have my admiration. You really are good with the sword. I hope my idiots learned a thing or two from you.
You should receive some kind of reward for that feat.
And what rewards would you have in mind?
I was rearranging our saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trotsky.
Oh. What is it?
A hunting crossbow. I even think it's von Berghoff's. I was meaning to sell it, but it might serve you better.
My word. Thank you. I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
And this scar? It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Me? Well, considering what we've been through, surprisingly good.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
I'll be going then. Here, Mutt!
No, you don't.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at you.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
What the fuck was that? Bad luck. Watch him burn.
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Do you know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there. And listen closely to what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolis and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stone. They haven't been here since then. But who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sieges...
How do things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. Diese Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. So God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg?
Das ist nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, the silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where did you say Sigismund's are?
Unfortunately, they're closed. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatowitz, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies.
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirit.
How's it going, Captain? Do you have any work for me?
Sehr interessant. I thought you were helping Shishka.
What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our Lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Eigentlich, you ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white roebuck in his territory the other day.
A white roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, ja. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles.
All right. Thank you.
What the fuck was that? Now you know.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course, he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
Well, it wasn't the best circumstances to meet Zizka in. They sent him to the Trotsky region to cause problems, and our paths happened to cross. We crossed swords. I can only thank God we didn't kill each other.
And who was giving Zizka orders? Do you know?
I think it's some Jan Sokol of Lamberg.
That would make sense. He was always quite pig-headed.
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand. It seems complicated.
On the contrary, it's all quite simple. If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of wine and venison, they'd come to an agreement on the spot. Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching. What in God's name did you and Sir Hans get up to?
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive. But no one at Trotsky believed that we were messengers.
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need. That seems pretty low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods. So we really looked like a pair of beggars.
Ah, that must have been a peculiar feeling for Lord Capon.
Not only for him, sir. I may be just a bastard, but that doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
Believe me, I didn't intend in the least to make such an insinuation. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff.
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, It's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat. There should be no dealings with his ilk. And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Toth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of Liechtenstein, has mysteriously gone silent. So every piece of information I get now is precious. By the way, you said you were in von Bergoff's dungeon, and I can imagine how they treated you there. Tell me, did you reveal anything?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Bergov already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be glad if you stayed at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Bergoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this. Unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
So all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
I'm up for that.
Don't. Get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. Of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
Same thing we did to von Bergon. Don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shishka?
You turn on your heel and get going, if you value your life. You might have noticed, there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
You're in for an ice kicking, you piece of shit! Show your stuff!
Fight or give up! Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubienka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, we botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Eva and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him.
So he's probably in the town jail? My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the devil.
He will be watched by 12 armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the...
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road they used to transport the devil.
What place is...
This narrow gully with a nice curve that bets for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely hid somewhere.
Great. At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Welcome.
Show me your way. Let's talk about the...
You see?
We have to ride. plenty of time to look around. What's the devil is for? How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another war. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'll gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one, like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many... You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Oh, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
free.
I just better not piss on my boots or trip over. Oh, almost done.
Look what I have for you.
Not done yet. Finally. Camp is near. There's a path above the stream leading. There were also some pretty rocks nearby. Ada used to wade through that stream every time he went to visit some lass. Or when he was returning. He can smell the wench from miles away, but he can't take 3 steps in the woods without getting lost. Some people are just made that way. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if Ada could find the camp, you'll have no problem finding it yourself. Oh, the hand cannons. They're buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by although, maybe Janos and Edda. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Let's start here, Henry!
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp.
This mess?
Hey!
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. And something is buried a little ways.
Don't you remember where you...
Well, I have a rough idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those places. Let's look at...
We're gonna dig through half the...
Nonsense! Anyway, we need a shovel.
Which one is that? Come on, then.
Lad, hey! Here it is. Bring the shovel. Be quick. It is already taking us longer than we wanted. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried it. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those...
Of course not.
What about it?
The cannons are not there. Good.
I found some...
Beautiful.
Cheers.
Right.
Is there something here? Search!
Ugh, what stench! Why, he did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh well. God grant him eternal life and some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
What's that you got? I found them.
You found them by yourself? Are you riding with me, or do you want to go ahead?
We'll ride together.
As master command. Talking and boozing. And boozing and fucking.
I think I've heard that one before.
Fucking and boozing and fucking.
But to hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
Nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much. Women, my friend, is a venomous creature. Best kick her out, cause her back's her best feature. She'll break your heart and you'll want no other. Forget that damn troll up and take your wine, brother. Fucking and boozing and fucking. Fucking and boozing and fucking. Bring on the barrels and roll out the wretches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much. Fucking and boozing.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like a
sieve.
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious.
Why?
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next.
Ah.
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the best.
What a load.
What rubbish. It is like a battlement, but on a wagon.
Shut up.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubianka, take half of the men and go over there.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive.
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
But you hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
I do, though.
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Well, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill them.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
We are here by the order of the Lords of Lipa. Release Sir Hinnek, and you won't be harmed.
What's the dry devil to the Lords of Lipa? They have no people around here. No authority.
They follow the instructions of Royal Hetman Radzig Kobyla.
If the Hetman wants the dry devil, he should talk to my lord. I'm not releasing him without a direct order.
Do you oppose the will of the Royal Hetman?
I don't see any Hetman here. Move out of our way, or taste our steel.
Give us Hinnek of Kunstad. I won't say it again.
Fuck off! Men, have at them!
I'll crush you to pieces!
Nice it!
Fucking...
Die already! Good hit!
Now you're finished.
You're bringing a weapon to a fist fight, eh? You brat! You won't get away with that! I'll do an extra
All yours!
He's had it.
Blast them!
Too slow. Play that fucker out, damn it!
Now I'll shoot you dead.
Good hit! There's more of them!
Can't see him.
It's like pressing a hot door.
I'll be good hit!
All right, we're done here. We've got to get the devil out of here somehow. So put the wheel back on and get the horse. If you're bleeding, patch yourself up quickly. We need to get out of here soon. If you're not bleeding, clear the bodies off the road. Hide them somewhere, and be quick about it, all right? Come here, Henry. We don't have all day.
What is it, Mutt?
Look what I have for you.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better.
Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
First, we should find the rest of your band.
Hold your horses, Henry. First things first. You have more important things to deal with. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
Hideout? Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent people are afraid to come here. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will serve you wholeheartedly. This place has everything we need, and people who come here can be recruited for some dirty work.
And there are no fleas in the beds.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, though.
My people?
No. But first...
All right.
I don't know.
But we don't... I can't...
Forget.
Yeah,
You get
so...
Oh, will you?
We'll have... Will you help?
I reckon.
At least...
I'd love to.
What
about...
Slap.
Henry,
I doubt.
do we have...
Well,
and that...
I don't want...
and that.
And
I think.
Liechtenstein.
Great. But be careful. They're,
All right.
You said
You anyway.
tell me.
Well, he.
But you
He dropped.
where can
I think.
Did you ever? You think?
Look,
I'll go up.
what was
Now tell.
the nice up?
And where?
Are you mate?
If you.
Nice.
What about?
Well,
What about?
of course.
Who is?
What?
Do you know?
What?
How am I supposed?
Yeah, you must.
Tell me. How did?
How I, buddy?
Do you have it?
Why? Just.
Did you ever?
Either.
Tell me about.
Yeah,
And
not. He was. But
how can I?
like where you.
Well, more.
Yeah.
I like...
He would...
Thanks.
Will you be spending...
Seems that way.
But of course, I'll have them clean.
Don't even
Tread light.
What's newer?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club. Maybe they'll let you into... I heard there's a haunting in an old cut. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. The ground collapsed. And then Smolka, she's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety. Said that he wanted to take her somewhere else. And Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, you know how it is.
Was he a fucking...
If only...
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened. But it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises.
Have you any idea?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout.
Who was this?
The way Smolka described him to me. I've seen a few of those around.
I'll take care.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bath. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. What do you...
Thank you, sir. And come again.
I'll be right there.
Good boy.
Your hand...
But...
How long...
Then I...
Who taught you...
No.
That can...
Once that...
That's exactly...
More...
What honor?
Accept.
Why we...
Fuck.
How do you... Who did you...
As they jump
Just...
I was...
And you...
saying...
Oh, what a mess.
doing here? You're not allowed. You aren't allowed here.
I never want to see you here again without permission. Greetings to you two.
What more do they want? This'll have to be enough.
Aw, you pooch.
Oh, they keep getting worse.
How can I help you to...
Show me your...
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then.
God bless you, sir. I'll be right with you.
Go! God! Whoa! Whoa!
Clear off! Fuck off before I kill you!
Hey! Oh my God! He doesn't want to listen at all.
To hell with you!
You're my doggy, eh? Here you go. Take it. Look what I have for you. Quick! 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 Ja! Quick! Ja! Ja! Go! Quick! Ja! Whoa! Whoa! Quick! Ja! Oh, praise be Jesus Christ.
Now,
Excuse me. Are you...
that's right. If you're here,
I don't need to write any...
here's... Anyway,
Why don't you...
I want to... There is no...
I'd like to...
Just...
What did he want?
He was big as all...
Raniak...
That fuck. He won a...
Do you know where I...
Last...
Thanks. I'll be on my way.
Hold on. God, no.
We can.
Every... Look at... But I...
Why all...
Come from... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I don't know. I don't know him very well yet.
It doesn't matter if you've known him a day, a year, or a lifetime. With the devil, you know who you're dealing with from the very first moment. So if you're hoping he's actually different, I can tell you right now, you're hoping in vain.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here, at my brother's grave.
Is that...
You know my...
Aye.
Aye. We were in the band together.
Was that...
It was. Father, together...
This is where you...
Here is...
Why did you decide to leave?
Because he was...
But you must have been...
He did not. Now, it may be...
Don't you want...
That's not up to me.
Too bad.
I thought you said you...
Oh.
Yes. Aye. But it's pater not... Your turn.
You're saying it... Pater Noster. Quies in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in celo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room. Quote...
Panem nostrum quotidianum, et dimite nobis debitano, et ne nos inducas a...
Amen. That's all I can do for the devil.
Go!
God!
Quick! Quick!
God! 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 Go! God! Go!
Quick! 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 Go!
God! Was wünscht?
I'm looking for someone. His name is
That means nothing.
and he plays dice.
Ja, gestern hat sich völlig betrunken. Yesterday we some Pole, and I'm still feeling...
This drunk Pole?
Yeah, Adder. They say that...
Aye, I know it.
You should ask the butcher's wife.
Why should I ask the...
Well, why do you think?
Do I have to make you say it? How does this concern...
It's just some village club.
Look, I've heard a lot about Adam. If he was sticking it where he shouldn't have, I'd rather know before some cuckold comes at me with a pitchfork.
Knowing our butcher, you're not far from the truth, glaub mir. Letzte Nacht, Adder suddenly disappeared, just at the same time as the butcher's wife.
Left alone at night?
Leider ja. Her man passed out on the table right there in the inn. What else could she do?
So Adder took the opportunity.
Natürlich.
So where is the local butcher's?
If you go to the village from here, the butcher's Grundstück is the very last one.
I'll go to see her. Maybe she knows something.
You should be careful. The butcher does not like seeing other men around his Eve.
Where can I find this Raniak?
Try asking the man who paid for his...
Was he broke?
He lost a small fortune here yesterday. It looked like he was going to get a nice beating because he lost more than... But a bunch of Kerler from Bilani, who also came to play, lent him some coin. I reckon...
And do you know where I could find these men from?
In Bellany.
Thanks a lot.
Tut mir leid. I can't... If I were you, I would ask the Bellani innkeeper. With luck...
Why would they pay for Raniak?
I do not think so. Maybe they just felt sorry. They played a lot themselves. But you could see...
I'll be on my...
Nichts zu danken.
Go! Quick! Whoa!
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone, and the innkeeper said you might be able to help.
Is that so? Who is it?
A wandering man at arms. He's a foreigner, a Pole. They call him Adder.
And the innkeeper sent you to me. How nice of him. As if the whole village didn't know already. Now he's going to tell everyone who just walks by. Who are you anyway? Some friend of his?
On the contrary, they sent me to find him. He's a dangerous cutthroat. I have to catch him before he hurts more people.
Christ, is that really so? He's going to murder my old man. He and the other men dragged Ada out of the village, saying they'll kick his ass. But now I'm more worried about them.
I heard you had some...
I beg your pardon? Did the innkeeper tell you that?
So it's not true?
Of course it's not. I mean, not that the Pole wasn't interested. He was looking at me all night at the inn, but I avoided him. If my husband noticed anything, I'd be in big trouble. But he got so drunk he fell asleep on the table, and I couldn't wake him up. So I got up. Adam must be damn quick, because he beat me home and
What did he want?
No, and I don't know what he wanted either. He was drunk. And since he doesn't speak our tongue, I couldn't understand him. Then he...
And what happened?
He's a big man, so I couldn't move him. I just left him sleep there. That's when my husband returned. And when he found him, he thinks I had something with Ada. Me! If he'd taken one good look at Ada, he'd have seen it wasn't even possible. Ada was still dead drunk.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but notice.
He doesn't mean it. He just doesn't know what he's doing when he's angry.
I'll at least give you something for the pain. Here you go. A potion for the pain. It should help you quickly.
Thank you.
And where will I find your husband?
Outside the village, in the direction of Kuttenberg. There's a lone tree in the middle of the field. You can see it from a distance. They said that's where they'd take him, so that no one can see them.
You said others went with your husband.
Aye.
How many of them?
How should I know?
And did they have...
They're no soldiers.
That sounds like even more trouble.
Please, my old man put them up to it.
Don't worry. I better go...
Hurry up. Be with you, sir.
Ka! 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 Quick!
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie mordowałem i ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły, niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Shut up! No one can listen to your damn gibberish!
Twoja baba i tak Do końca życia będzie pamiętać o mojej polskiej kiełbasie!
Oh, shut that gob of yours!
Ciebie i twoją matkę piekło pochłonie. Niech was piekło pochłonie!
Wait! Stop!
A co to za kutas?
What do you want? And who the hell are you?
Leave him alone and untie him.
Why would I do that? Do you know what that bastard did?
If you're talking about the rumors in the village, it's all lies. Nothing happened.
You don't know what you're talking about. That whoreson defiled my wife, my Eva, eh? He should be glad we're only gonna hang him. If I had my way, we'd castrate him as well.
That scoundrel belongs to the Lord of Suchdal Fort.
What does he want with him?
He defiled the Lord's cook, 2 maids, the captain's wife, and stole a statue of the Madonna from the chapel, over which he then did all kinds of lewd acts. They're building a gallows for him.
But what about me?
You want to argue with Peter of Pisec's armed men? They're already on their way.
As you wish, he's all yours.
Oh, fuck.
Chwała Polsce, kurwy! Jebać mnie! Kurwa! Zaraz kogoś zajebie.
It must have hurt. I hope so.
Enemy dirt!
Just what more do you want from me?
I just want to tell you that you're a pathetic fucking good-for-nothing.
Watch your tongue. Be glad the Pole's still breathing. Take him away and don't show your face round here ever again.
O kurwa. O kurwa, było blisko. Gdybym nie miał chociaż tego O kurwa mać. Kimkolwiek jesteś. Ale teraz.
I reckon you want to know who I am, right?
Feniek. A dlaczego ty mówisz do mnie?
Yes, that's me. I was sent by Dry Devil. He's waiting for you.
O, żeż kurwa. To jeszcze go nie powiesili? Te kiepy niemyte ciągle się z nas śmieją. Kurwa mać. Hej, młody.
Brony...
Broń.
A weapon? You want me to give you a weapon?
Tak, kur...
Well, you don't need a weapon right now.
No jak to kurwa czemu?
You...
No gdzie tam ja? Spójrz na te gębusie. Czyż widziałeś kiedykolwiek człowieka bardziej miłującego pokój?
If you're playing innocent, you're not doing a great job. I'm not giving you anything. You can murder whoever you want in the Devil's Den, but now...
Ale z ciebie jest cipa, wiesz? Gdyby to był Janosz, ten by mnie tak nie zostawił. A co z Janoszem? Przecież zostawiłem go tam...
Janosz?
No Janosz!
You mean Miskowitz?
Tak!
Fantastic. I'll go and get him, and we'll be at the...
Ale do diabła, pojmali go!
He was what? Doesn't matter. I'll find him.
No dobra.
Coming back. Better not. I know these bastards. They go. Huh?
Go! 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 Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Easy, good horse.
Lord be with you.
Did you see a lad named Ranyak around here? He's a passionate guy.
Aye. I suppose he...
Do you know where...
No. But try asking the dice players.
Are the dice...
That's them. At that table, over there. The devil knows where they...
How did Ranyak...
Terribly. He owed a lot of coin. Take care. Have a good evening.
The innkeeper...
You know Rat? Then you must have a drink with...
I won't say...
That's what I liked it. We can take you to him right.
Lead the way.
Come on.
Hey,
What?
we met this. He swore then we met him.
What did he do?
Nothing at all. When it was clear, he started whining about how the bastard.
You mean...
Aye.
Couldn't you...
So you don't... Your friend, Runyon, can't...
He was no friend of mine.
Then you're out of luck. Either you give us your... What do you...
I really had nothing to do with it.
Well, he won't be much...
Because he owed me too.
Really?
I don't know you people.
I'm sorry.
All's good.
Well, he had... If it's worth...
It's a good thing Capon can't see me right now. Oh, blessed Virgin. What's that lying there? Ugh. What stink. Oh, I want to go to the baths. Oh, good. That must be him. Oh, finally. Oh, this is disgusting.
You silly doggy.
Not another step! God, so...
Aye.
And the bo...
Well, I have it, but I won't give it to you. With what I had to go through to find it, it's more of a consolation prize.
Did you go mad from wading through shit?
Come and get it.
Fellas, hold...
Show what you
Go fuck yourself!
Show your stuff!
I've been waiting for you. Ha! Ah!
Good evening. What do... Take care then, and have a pleasant evening.
It's a good thing Capon can't see me right now. Yeah. Yuck. Yeah. It's a good thing Capon can't see me right now. Rest in peace.
I can feel it in my bones.
That's what I... We can take...
Where...
To see Ranyek.
Look.
You don't trust us?
Of course not.
I get it. I just didn't want to... Ranyek's dead.
What?
Well, he's passed on. We wanted to show...
What happened to him?
No, not at all. God forbid, but the way he...
Bullshit. Ranyek only came here a few days ago, yet you talk about him like you've known him for years.
You make friends quickly.
Because you milked him dry, eh?
That's not what happened. I mean...
So what happened?
He...
What the fuck are you...
No, really. When it was clear, so we kept an eye on. Finally, he said he... We waited outside, but the bastard tried to flee the other way. We went around...
Where
The shit pit is back there.
Didn't you...
No. There were bubbles coming. He owed us a lot, but we're not waiting. Oh, aye. We didn't have such sights when I was young.
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, God. What have I done to deserve this? Oh, want to go to the baths. Oh, God. It's hairy. It's still warm. Oh, blessed Virgin. Oh, what's that lying there? Ugh. What's that? Kurva! Something's moving over there. Kurva! It's a man. And he has a bow. That's Raniak. How the fuck did he get here?
So, did you find...
Aye.
And the bow?
What if I paid you for it?
I don't care. I just...
See?
That's the kind of business I like. We'll throw some dice.
As if you have... Rest in peace. Quick! Quick! Go! Yeah. Ka! Whoa! 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 Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Ka! Quick! You have a Whoa! Whoa! Well, I'll be... Barra! What are you doing here?
So it is you. What a coincidence. Can you believe I run the bath?
I'm glad to see you healthy.
And how else should I?
Let's not get into it. I'm just glad somebody up there must like...
And you as well. It looks like you've also done well since we last... And since you're already here, would you like to bathe?
This is the third time you've asked for me specifically.
So how are you doing?
We're starting small. I've only got 2 girls.
Oh, maybe over time.
Don't worry. All in good time. For now, the innkeeper's letting us use a room.
And what do you have in mind?
We'll see. We could use the sawbones, and if the Lord provides, maybe even a hired hand to cut wood, fetch water.
Didn't you say you...
I? Well, let's just say her husband, on the other hand, was happy as a pig and shit to see.
And your cousin was just...
As a shrew. I quickly came to the
And how did you...
When I was in the city, I heard the bath, so I thought, why not do it? Like, I don't know if Wolfram took liking to me, so I got the first tent and tub, and it gradually grew into this.
Do I look like it?
No, don't worry, you won't regret it.
You sound like a real hawker.
So you'll stick around for... Certainly.
Do you have some...
Don't worry. Once my girls get...
I can't wait.
Excellent.
I'm glad...
Great.
My, that many times, eh? You must really fancy me.
What a night.
Go! Go! Quick! Quick! Ga! 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 Go! Easy, good horse. Could this be Janos you heard?
Hey, what do Gabe? Tell him.
Oh.
Doriti, I just pulling pistol.
What's happened?
I was hungry. I want...
So you stole...
You accuse, yeah. I just look around for...
Who came back?
What? That's some What can I do, eh?
How can I get you out?
Wait until Bayleaf's henchmen fuck off, Then...
All right.
Quick! That fucking yokel die!
Tell me again.
You big...
Supposing...
You soft in head, eh? Where they will find you? You remained bailiff, he come hang...
I need to speak to him.
What do you expect from that?
Maybe he'll let me try and treat that villager.
Yeah? You some
Sort of.
Good for you. Just...
I'll try to get...
Do it quick.
Master Bailiff, what's gonna happen?
I swear to God, if Loiza, the poor lad he almost killed, doesn't...
Loiza? He's the...
Wounded? That...
How about I treat this Loiza?
What do you care about him? Is he some
I wouldn't...
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, but don't let him show his face...
What exactly?
He slacked like a gate to...
I'll go to...
As you...
Poor fella. That wound looked quite skin. Maybe some potion would... If it was just a gash, he'd... That's all I can find. Janos really fucked him up. But if I clean the wound and bandage it, a healing potion wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna bandage you now. I have a heat. Drink this. Marigold decoction will speed up. Hail Mary, for please grant this I ask. May Loiza recover. Well, it should be enough to... I've already treated Loiza.
I would have never expected you to be a Sawbones.
Ask Loiza. It may take a while before he gets back on his feet, but at least his life is not...
Truly?
So everything worked out well.
Well, but pay up first.
I'll pay right. There you go.
Here's the key to the pillory.
What are you doing?
What do you think you're
Hey,
doing?
easy,
Letting a prisoner
easy.
go. You'll be put in the...
What are
What
you
do you
doing?
think you're doing?
My respects.
I would have truly.
So everything.
Well, but pay up
I'll pay. There you go.
here.
I hear. Do you collect?
That's what. If I rest
Where?
his art, although,
I'll be.
or listen, if you.
What?
Here, and he would. They if.
What are you doing prowling about here?
I'm sorry.
My respects.
What are you doing? Hey,
Easy, easy. The bailiff is letting you go. Go.
how you did?
I healed that poor wretch that you.
Alright.
You can thank the.
Devil,
Me Kubienka.
Ziska, and what?
He's in the devil.
Him?
It seems.
Well,
We'll meet at the.
I hope.